Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Draw with Rob. And you might have noticed my special background paper. It's not the usual paper with lots of pictures of sausage dogs. It's Christmassy paper, and that's because this is our first Christmas episode of the season. I should introduce myself first of all, shouldn't I? My name is Rob Biddulph. There I am. That's me at my desk where I'm sitting right now, and that's me on the back of the Draw with Rob Christmas activity book. I don't know if you got this last year, but it's still for sale now, and if you haven't got it, you should get it because it's full of loads of Christmassy fun things to do. I will put up a little video at the end of this video so you can have a look through that in a little bit more detail and see if you want to get it, but I strongly recommend it. It's lots of things for you to do in the build up to Christmas. But I am an author and illustrator. You might know me from books. Well, here's my first ever chapter book, Peanut Jones, which has just come out, and it's all about, it's a story, it's a chapter book. So look, oh look, there's my little bookmark. You've got to keep an eye out for them in bookshops across the country. There's a few. There's not that many, but there is some bookmarks with the main characters. There's one of Little Bit, there's one of Rockwell, there's one of Peanut. But as you can see, this is a chapter book, my first chapter book, but there's lots and lots and lots of illustrations. He's a bad guy, Mr. Stone. Lots and lots of illustrations inside it. And I'm very, very proud of it. It's the first in a trilogy. So check that one out. It makes a good Christmas present, mums and dads. Just saying. Maybe you've seen some of my picture books, like this one, Odd Dog Out, which is all about a sausage dog who doesn't fit in with the other sausage dogs. Now, I think this has been my most popular picture book so far, actually. So we decided we would write another story for the Odd Dog Out, and it's just come out, and here it is. Da da da! It's an Odd Dog Christmas book, perfect for a Christmas Draw with Rob video. And it's a really nice story. I really had a lot of fun drawing this book. Look, first of all, I've got to show you this. But underneath, you know, you get these little these dust jackets. And underneath, look, the whole book is a Christmas present. I like that. It's fun doing those little details. But it's a really nice story for the Odd Dog Out, who has a very Christmassy adventure. So it was super fun drawing all these Christmassy things. I like that one too, my Christmas carousel. I don't want to show you too much, but I will show you. Look, she goes through a sort of mysterious Christmas holly arch, and she finds herself in a winter wonderland where she meets a reindeer and she meets somebody else who needs a little bit of help. Who could it be? There's a little clue there as they walk into the page. But today we are here to draw a picture as per usual, but I thought we would draw a picture of the odd dog. A Christmassy picture of the odd dog. I thought that might be fun for us all to do together. What do you think? Sound like a good plan? Okay, right. If you haven't done, is that straight? Is my piece of paper straight? There we are, pretty straight, that's not bad. If you haven't done one of these videos before, I'm going to explain to you how it works. Lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing, and I say, do you know what? Everybody can draw. Some people just need a little bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in, and that's where I come in, because I can help on that front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this drawing that we're going to do down into little tiny bite-sized pieces. So I will draw a little bit on my piece of paper here. Then you can pause the video and you can copy what I do, okay? Start me up again. I will draw a little bit more. Pause me. You will draw. Start me up. I draw. You draw. 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 And by the end, we're going to end up with a lovely Christmassy picture of the odd dog. So grab yourself a piece of paper. Grab yourself a pen or a pencil, something to draw with. A bit later we might need something to colour with, but if you haven't got anything to colour with, don't worry, you can just use your pencil, that's absolutely fine. And you know what? I think we're ready to go. Which pen shall I use? I've got my two Kuretake brush pens. I've got this one, also got this one. Lots of people ask what pens I use, there we go. The Mangaka Flexible. I think I'm going to go straight for this one today. Why not? Why not? So, we are going to draw the odd dog out, but we're going to do the odd dog out in a very Christmassy kind of situation. That's all I'm going to say. So this is where I want you to start. Towards the top of your piece of paper, I want you to start with, let's start about there. We're going to leave a little bit of space, a couple of, maybe like 5 centimeters at the top of your piece of paper, but I want you to draw pretty much a vertical line, like that. Okay, so about, what's that, about 5 centimetres long. At the bottom of that line, we are going to turn around in a sort of curve, not a sharp corner, but a sort of curve, and we're going to go along for a centimetre or two, like that. Then we're going to curve back up and head up our page. I'm going to make this a little bit longer actually, make it just a bit longer. There we go, so we've done sort of 3 sides of a tall, thin rectangle. Okay, now across the top of this rectangle, instead of joining it up with a straight line, what I want you to do is sort of join it up with a sort of zigzaggy, sort of jagged line. A bit like that, okay? And we're just going to go just slightly over each end of our rectangle, like that. And then from this left-hand end, we're going to keep going with that jaggedy line, and we're going to go up and around, all the way along the top, zigzagging all the way, and then back around there. So we've done a sort of zigzaggy rectangle across the top of our shape. I wonder if you can guess what that is. It will become very clear very soon, I promise you. Okay, from the right hand side of our zigzaggy oblong, I want you to come up in a sort of diagonal line like that. Then we're going to change direction slightly, still sort of diagonal. And then we're going to change direction again. And then again, we're going to head back down. So we're about level with the bottom of our zigzaggy rectangle. So up, down, like that. Then from this side, I want you to come up and go sort of in a diagonal line this way to about there. We're going to not join it up, we're going to stop before we get there. Then we're going to go back along the line a bit, and we're going to do another little diagonal line. Then we're going to do one more coming straight across like that, and then we're going to head back down our page. And can you see I haven't gone from the end of each line, I've gone from sort of halfway along each line. It's starting to take shape, this part of the drawing, isn't it? And I think this will make it obvious, because what I want you to do at the bottom of this, I want you to draw a nice big circle, but it's going to be a zigzaggy jaggedy circle like that. And look, we have done a little Christmas hat, a little Santa's hat. And so you will guess that this bit is going to be our odd dog's face, because my sausage dogs, when I draw sausage dogs, I always draw them with very, very long, thin faces. And we draw the eyes right at the top, and we draw the nose right at the bottom. Because if you look at a Dachshund, which is the proper name for a sausage dog, you will see they've got very long faces, and their eyes are at the top and their noses are at the bottom. And I sort of exaggerate that a bit when I'm drawing them here. But that's what we do. Us illustrators, we exaggerate things. So let's add the eyes, shall we? I want you to draw 2 circles, about that sort of size, right at the top of our dog's face, like that. Now, can you see my left eye that I've drawn is slightly smaller than the right eye? Don't worry about that. If you want, you can sort of make the lines a bit thicker to balance them out a little bit. But as I always say, don't worry about getting it perfect. As you can see, I don't get it perfect. I never get anything perfect. In fact, I don't think we should get drawings perfect. I like it when there's slight mistakes in drawings, because that gives them a little bit of personality. So if you do think you've made a mistake, don't screw up your piece of paper and start again. Just keep on drawing. Okay? Because it's those little imperfections, happy accidents, I believe somebody called them once. They're the things that give our drawing character. So there we go, the 2 eyes. Let's add a little circle in the middle that we're going to colour in. 1, 2, and look, our Christmas hot dog is awake. Time for some eyelashes. I just want you to add tiny little lines around the eye, like that. So eyelashes surrounding the entire eye. There we go. Now it's time for the nose. So we're going to go right down to the bottom of our long sausage dog face for the nose. And what I want you to draw is kind of like a little rectangle in the middle at the bottom. We leave a little gap at the bottom, like that. And we're going to do a little rectangle that's maybe very slightly wider at the top than it is at the bottom. Okay? And when you've done that, just colour it in. This is going to be our little doggy's nose. And those of you that have been doing these Draw with Robs with me the whole way through will know that when I draw noses, I often draw the nostrils in a certain way. I do them as little spirals coming out to the side. So I come out to the side and then I just sort of spiral around like that. And I make it nice and smooth. And we do the same on the other side. Roundy, roundy, roundy. And there we go. That is our little sausage dog nose. I don't know why I do it like that. I just like drawing spirals. You can see, can't you, when I do my signature on my book. Spiral there, spiral there. I've just always liked doing them. Oh, did you hear that? There was a bit of sound there. I forgot to turn the silent button on my phone, which I'm recording this on now. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody has just sent me a text message. As professional as ever. Right, the next thing to do, from the nose, right from the middle of the nose, I want you to draw a little line coming down, joining it up to the bottom of the face, like that. And then either side of that line, we're going to do 4 little dots for whiskers. 1, 2, 3, 4, in a sort of diamond formation, like that. And that's a really good shortcut. Whenever you're drawing an animal, if you add those little dots just below the nose and just above the mouth, it sort of is a little shortcut to whiskers, and it makes them look a bit more dog-like or cat-like, or whatever animal you're doing actually that's got whiskers. You can always do that, and it really helps to make them look a bit more animalish. And this is how we do our little odd dog smile. Just at the bottom underneath, we're just going to draw a little semicircle like that we colour in, just coming off the bottom of the face like that. And then around that we draw another semicircle, like for a bottom lip. And there we go, a little odd dog smile. Whenever you know, one of my favourite things to tell you about is smiling. When you draw a smiling creature, if you want to make them look more smiley, you just got to add a little eyebrow above each eye, like that. Usually I would add them higher up above the eye, but because our eyes are right at the top of the face, I can't fit anything higher up than that. So that's fine, I'm happy with that. Okay, another distinct characteristic with sausage dogs, ears. They have super long ears. So this is how I draw my Dachshund ears. We're going to go right from where the head joins the hat there. I want you to draw a big line coming down, slightly curved. It's going to come all the way down so it's level with the bottom of his mouth. Her mouth, sorry, it's a her, this dog. In my book it's a her. Your dog might be a he, but my dog is a she. So we draw a great big curvy line. At the bottom, we just curl up a little bit, like that, slightly diagonally. Then we curl around again, and we go back up to the top, getting gradually narrower and narrower as we go. Okay? Then we do exactly the same. We do like a mirror image on the other side. So we're going to come down. It's quite easy. It's a bit easier to do this one, I think, because you can use that one as a bit of a guide. So we come down. Remember, we're doing a mirror image, so we're going to curl this way, slightly up, curl back round, and then join in. Now, mine's going to go just underneath the little bobble on the end of the hat, like that. There we go. And now we're going to colour them in. So I'm just going to use my pen to colour them in. I'll go into speed mode so you don't have to watch me colour it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. There we go. My sausage dog's ears are coloured in. Oh, she looks nice, doesn't she? She looks nice. Now then, you will have noticed, and I hope you've done this too, I've left a lot of space underneath here. So I've done my drawing in the sort of the top half of my page, like that. I guess if you're drawing this, you might have your paper around that way, and I've done yours near the top. That's probably better, but because of the shape of your TV screen or your laptop screen, I have to do mine this way. So I'm going to leave lots of space on the sides. But you don't, you know, if you wanted to do yours that way, I should have said that at the beginning, really, but I didn't. Never mind. If you do another one, maybe you want to do it the other way around. But the reason I've left this gap at the bottom is because, as I said, we're going to put our little sausage dog into a nice festive scenario. So the first thing that I want you to do is just under here, so under the ear and under the sort of the side of the head here, I want you to draw a circle that sort of disappears behind the ear. So quite big, about that sort of size. And we're going to do another one on this side as well. So it goes in there, pops out, and it comes around like that. And these are going to be our odd dog's paws, okay? Because she's going to be holding on to something. So to make them look a bit more paw-like, we just add 3 little lines like that for little kind of claws at the bottom of each one. And that makes it look like she's kind of holding on to something. Now, what could she be holding on to? Well, let's see, shall we? We are going to draw a very similar sort of shape to this zigzaggy rectangle that we did before, but it's going to be a little bit bigger. So we're going to start it here. We're going to go behind the mouth there, then we're going to come out to the side here, and we're going to go around about there. So we're going to extend out about 1 centimetre past the ear, and then go all the way along, zigzagging all the way. Let's make that a bit thicker to match the other line, like that. We're going to go about the same distance that we went that way, we're going to go that way. So I've sort of rounded the end of mine a little bit, like that. A bit funny there, didn't it? I don't know why I did that. But there we go. So that sort of shape, I wonder what could she be holding on to? You'll soon see. Then from about here, so level with the ear, we are going to come down towards the bottom of our page, like that. And then when we get about 3 centimetres from the bottom, we're going to stop. And we're going to curve around to the left. And we're going to come all the way across. We're going to go past where we finished our zigzag rectangle. And we're going to curve back around, head upwards, like that. Curve around again, and then go vertical at the end. And look! We have done a little Christmas stocking, which our odd dog is hiding inside. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that. She's hiding inside. To make it look like she's inside, this little zigzag line we did behind the mouth, we're going to just continue that along. Just a little bit there, and then just a little bit on that side. And that's sort of like the opening of the Christmas stocking that she's inside. And if you like, you can add just a little line there and a little line there, which will be her little Christmas scarf that she's wearing behind her face. And there we go, the Christmas odd dog out in a little Christmas stocking. So now all we have to do is colour her in. Now, you know what I'm going to say now, don't you? Draw with Rob. There are no rules. You can colour your Christmas stocking, your Christmas hat, your Christmas sausage dog, any colour you like. The traditional stocking colour is red, a bit like Clive's jumper. Here, can you see Clive? I don't know if he's on the screen. There's Clive, the polar bear from Blown Away. Is nice and red like that. We leave that white, and the Christmas hat is red. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick to the traditionals. But you know what? You can do anything you like. The more colourful, the better. That's what I say. I'm going to go into super speed mode to colour my drawing in. So I will see you back here, 20 seconds, something like that, with a nice coloured in drawing. Okay? Are you ready? Shall we begin? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. There is my finished odd dog. Now I'm just going to go over the top of the nose bit with my pen again, because sometimes when you colour in, with coloured pencils especially, you sort of go over the top of the ink and it just sort of dulls it a bit. So just some areas I'm just going to redraw just to make that black a bit darker, to make it stand out a little bit more. Maybe on the paws, the claws of the paws, just like that. Just to bring it out a little bit more. You can see I was a bit careless with my colouring down here. I went over the white bits with the red. So I'm just going to rejig that a little bit. I'm pretty happy with that up there. It's a bit messy here and there, but again, I just think that adds to the character of the drawing. So there we go. I'm pretty pleased with that. You can see I've done a little bit of, showing off shading here and there. I've just sort of gone darker just underneath the white furry bit at the top of the boot, just to make the fur look like it's kind of coming forward from the boot, and I've added a bit of sort of shading around the boot and the hat, and also a little bit to add a little bit of depth to our dog's face. I've just gone darker on this side of it, and I don't know if you can see, but I've added lots of little lines in just to suggest that kind of furry little texture. So there we go, the odd dog out in the Christmas stocking. A very festive picture to start off the festive season of Draw with Rob videos. Of course, there's something very important that I haven't done yet. I haven't signed my drawing, so I'm just going to sign it down here. Let's do the full signature today. Rub it off. There we go. A little kiss like that. I know what we're going to do. We're going to add just a little sprig of holly. Just like that, very simple. A couple of little berries in there, just to make it feel a little bit festive. And there we go. There is my finished sausage dog. I wonder how yours has turned out. Do you know what? I would love to see your drawings. So what you need to do, you need to get somebody to take a picture of your drawings, and then if you post them on social media using this hashtag, Draw with Rob. That way I'll get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, just post your drawing in the comment below. That way I'll get to see it. But everything else, Twitter and Instagram, all that kind of thing, just use that hashtag and then I will see your drawings, and I cannot wait to see them. I will put together a grid, a random selection of sausage dogs in a grid, and I can't wait to see all of your drawings. I hope we've got some nice different colours and things going on. That would be lovely. As I said, this is the first in a series of Christmas drawings that I'm going to do for you guys. So I'm going to put a new one up every Saturday between now and Christmas, and I'm also going to put one up on Christmas Eve. Okay, so there's going to be, I think, another 4 after this one. So keep an eye out for them. I'm just going to say this is a really nice thing that my children do sometimes. They do, instead of buying Christmas cards for their grandparents or their siblings, they do a Christmas drawing and make their own cards. And the Draw with Rob videos are perfect guides for you if you want to make your own Christmas cards. So you can go back and have a look at the ones that we did last year. I think last year, what did we do last year? We did like a Father Christmas, and we did an elf and a snowman, that sort of thing. So go back and have a look at those. They might help you make nice Christmas cards for your friends and your family, as will the new ones that are coming very soon. And don't forget to check out my Odd Dog Christmas book, because, shall I show you who's in it? I'm going to give you, this is a slight spoiler, but I'm sure you can probably guess somebody who's in this book. It's Father Christmas. He makes an appearance in this book. So this does make, there he is on the back. So this does make a very nice little stocking filler or Christmas present. So check it out if you want to get in the Christmas spirit, read that book. Thank you so much for watching this video today and for drawing along with me. As I said, I can't wait to see your drawings. Hang around to the end of this video and I will give you a quick little inside look at the Draw with Rob Christmas book, activity book. In the meantime, everybody, keep on drawing, keep those pencils sharpened, enjoy the build up to Christmas, and I will see you very soon for another Christmas Draw with Rob video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, just when you thought you got rid of me, here I am popping up again at the end of your video. I just wanted to very quickly tell you about this. It's the Draw with Rob at Christmas activity book. Lots of you have got the other activity book, I know, and there's more fun in this book here, and it's all festive themed. So there's loads and loads of things for you to do. We've got an arty advent for you to start off with, where there's something for you to do every single day. We've got blank Father Christmas letter pages. We've got Christmas make your own Christmas decorations, make your own Christmas cards, lots of colouring, lots of draw-alongs. Look, here we go, snowman draw-along. Loads and loads and loads of things to do. Look, you can even make your own little box for Christmas gifts. And I have got you covered when it comes to thank you cards too. Look, here, I'm going to get there. Oh look, nearly forgot to tell you this. This is one of my favourite bits. Christmas cracker jokes. You can cut all of these out, roll them up and put them around the table at Christmas time, and all your family and friends who are with you, they can each tell a joke, and it's got little charades, and it's even got like little kind of guess the sketch ideas for you to draw along with each other over Christmas dinner. So listen, I think you're going to like this. That's what I wanted to show you. Thank you cards. Look, mums and dads, ready-made thank you card templates. No excuse not to write those thank you cards, is there? So listen, check it out. It's available wherever you get your books from, online, in person, even better. If you can find it in a bookshop, even better. It's, how much does it cost? $6.99, not too expensive. Perfect stocking filler. Actually perfect, I would say, to give to somebody on the 1st of December so they can enjoy it all the way through the build up to Christmas. Anyway, I hope you like it. I'm going to see you soon for another Draw with Rob video. Take care, everyone.